In this episode, I talk about how to produce content for various social media platforms. Welcome to episode 172 of the Honest Entrepreneur Show, where I help creatives like you to master your marketing. My name's Tom Ross, and let's get into it. Guys, I'm liking my little desk setup here. I don't know, maybe it doesn't look as nice, but I feel like it's more intimate. I feel like I'm on this table here, I'm talking directly to you. Feels less weird than like kicking back on a sofa where I felt very distant, but I feel like you're sat across from me. I'm having a meeting with you, and it's kind of nice.
This question is from Ritzvals. How do you plan what to post on the various social media platforms where you are active? Could you walk me through it?
Hey Ritz, that's a great question. I'm going to dig a book out of my bookshelf, so bear with me. And the book is Jab, 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 Right Hook. We'll link it up below in the description, hopefully, Marco. That'd be amazing. And it's kind of sliding out the cover right now. It's by Gary Vaynerchuck. The whole premise of the book is it talks about the context of each platform. And I know I've covered this on the show before, but it's a point worth repeating. Every platform is different, and therefore your content should be different on each platform. That's the methodology covered in this book. That's something that I've tried to operate within and live and execute with for years, and it really does play out well. So, for example, on Twitter, I'm sharing my daily thoughts, and that's starting to pick up some steam. On YouTube, I'm trying to learn the nuances of the platform and end slides and screens and intros and where to hold people's attention and all that jazz. On Instagram, I've been pretty prolific. It's one of the early adopters of like the carousel posts that we're seeing everywhere. They're getting kind of saturated, so now I'm moving on. But I see other things that are working on the gram, so I'm trying to use them. I'm going to be getting more into LinkedIn, and that's going to be more long-form articles. It's the same content, it's the same messaging. For example, your question was pulled from an Instagram post where I did a Ask Me Anything. That's something that doesn't really work on a YouTube platform, right? Unless I went live. But I did an Ask Me Anything post on Instagram, got like 100, 200 responses, and I was going through and responding to as many as I could. And then some of those questions made it onto this show, so it reaches a wider audience through the podcast and YouTube show. So that's just one example of many. But how I decide is I keep learning and observing and trying. I love seeing what other people are doing on these platforms, usually in different industries, because I hate ripping off people in my industry. I think that gets into a dangerous echo chamber. But there's some people, like really interesting people who I follow, and I steal what they're doing pretty unabashedly. And that doesn't bother me because they're in like the fitness industry or the movie industry or whatever it might be. And I just see it and I go, that's interesting. I like that. I found that engaging. I'm going to try something similar myself in my content. So that's one way I do it. And then, like I say, I just observe and I pay attention to what's working for me. So I think I posted about this on Instagram. But if you imagine you've got your top performing content, mid performing content, low performing content, I am constantly trying to shed the low performing content and double down and innovate on the top performing content. And by doing that, I hopefully evolve very gradually over time and produce better and better and better stuff. So I might occasionally put something out that doesn't really work on that platform. I try it, it flops, and then I'm like, lesson learned. And then I try something else and it really does well. And I'm like, I see why that kind of worked on Twitter, for example. And then I do more of it. So this is not, with anything that I preach on this show, this is not a 0 to 60 game. You don't have to perfect it. You will never perfect it. You can just keep trying your best and keep learning and iterating, getting better and better and better. So that's the way to do it. Question of the day: what is your favorite social media platform? I am still a bit of a softie for Instagram, I have to say. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe below and tick the little bell icon. And if you enjoyed this video, you will definitely enjoy these. Happy watching.